Yes, I'm ready. I'm ready,
Welcome.
guys.
Yeah, you
Hello,
may
good
share.
morning, everyone. Can you guys
Good
hear me?
morning.
Yeah, if
Yes.
you guys can hear me, just type 1 right now in the chat box, or even send me a reaction button so that I know you could hear me clearly. All right, first and foremost, I would like to thank Samsia as well as Michael Saw for having me. And of course, I would also like to thank every one of you for having me as a presenter for today and tuning in live right now at what time? What time? It's about 11:50 right now live. And today is going to be an incredible session. I promise you it's going to be great. And those of you who are tuning in live right now, it's going to be extremely beneficial for you. So before I start my session, I would like to raise one of the important information is that we all know that right now there's this current pandemic that's ongoing, and a lot of us are actually stuck at home during this MCO period. And in fact, not just Malaysia, but also around the world. So the thing is this, despite all this that's happening, right, a lot of people are actually suffering from a reduced take-home income and all that. But Kangen Full House Power Team by Samsia, okay, they actually come up with a weekly program to help each and every one of us to make it happen, right? To support us every week and to give us proper information and training to everyone. So with that, I would like to thank Samsia and also, of course, Michael Saw also, right? Thank you once again. And today, it's going to be very interesting. My topic is actually surfing the wave in direct selling. It's an incredible one. And my name is Argustin. For those of you who do not know me, I'm into the business very, very seriously now, very, very seriously. I'm 28 this year, and very excited. I'm actually representing Kangen Millennials today. So let's share screen right now. So if you guys can see my screen, please type 1 in the chat box if you are watching through Zoom in right now. And for those of you who are watching live in Facebook, please type 1 so that I know that you can also see my screen. All right, so there you go, surfing the wave in direct selling. My name is Argustin. You can check me out. I'm representing Kangen Millennials, and very excited today because this industry is one of the best industries in the world, right? If it's not the first one, it will be the second one, right? Why I say that is because in this industry, we actually generate the most millionaires in any industry, right? This industry will be the most. So that's why I'm very inspired by this industry, okay? And in direct selling specifically, because I'm able to actually lift up a lot of people in especially around my age, the millennials, and we actually build our empire together. So, but my very first question that I would like to raise upon is this, because a lot of us who are actually tuning live right now, in fact, those of you who are watching in Facebook, you have got to know what you are actually doing in this industry. You have to be serious. So that question I would like to raise is this question. There you go. The only one question that you need to know if you are in the industry, if you are doing the Kangen business today, you must know what is direct selling. Okay, you must know what is direct selling. Why I say this is important? Look.
Excuse me, Argustin. Once again, Argustin, your screen is not showing up. It's blank. Your
My
screen.
screen is
Are
blank?
you sharing? Yeah, Are you sharing the same, the correct one?
Yeah. Okay. Now okay.
Okay, now it's on. Now it's
on. All right. So this is the question. What is direct selling? So you guys can see. Please type 1. Yeah. What is direct selling? Now the thing is that I've done this business for close to it's about 5 years right now. Okay, close to 6 years. And I come across with people who tell me that whenever they share the product to somebody else, and then they receive a reply from them saying that, I don't like to buy direct selling products. Now, how many of you actually face this kind of objection or obstacle whenever you actually share to somebody else about the Kangen product or any products for matter in the direct selling business model, and they will actually tell you that, Ayo, I don't like to buy direct selling products because of blah 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 blah, all this bullshit. Right or not? Okay. So very easy, very easy. The way you have got to say is that then you think it's okay to buy from a middleman or a reseller that you don't know, and they actually mark up the price of the product, you're okay with buying this kind of things from them? Okay, so that is how I always posture myself and tell them that, look, this is a fantastic business model. And I'm about to share with you right now the beauty of direct selling. So what is direct selling? I want to know, I want to gauge the people who are watching right now live. If you know direct selling 100%, what is it? 100%, please type 1 in the chat box. And for those of you who are watching Facebook Live right now, please type 1 if you know 100% what is direct selling. If you do not know what is direct selling, or you only know about 50%, 6, you know, and you don't have a solid concrete idea what direct selling is, and you are probably afraid or you are inferior about industry, please type 2. Please type 2 in the chat box or in Facebook Live chat box right now. Please type 2 if you do not have 100% clarity what direct selling is. Let me take a look at the chat right now. Let me take a look. Okay, there's got 1, there's got 2 as well. And Facebook also, there's 1 and 2. Okay, now that is your answer. That is your answer they're giving me, okay? Some of you have typed 1, some of you have typed 2. What this tells you is that a lot of us who comes into the industry who still does not have full clarity on what direct selling is. Then how are you going to be very, very successful in the business? How are you going to be very, very successful in the business? Right? You must have clarity on this industry, because when Eric Worre hosted an event in Las Vegas last year in December, tens of thousands of people were there in one stadium in Las Vegas. And guess what? When Eric Worre actually asked this question, how many of you are 7 figures income earner? Half the room stood up. Half the room stood up. Guys, my Kangen friends who are with me in this Kangen journey, they told me that half the room stood up. They are 7-figure income earners a year. All right, a year. So this is huge. We are now surfing the wave in direct selling. If not now, during this pandemic, during this economic situation, when are you going to thrive? Okay, so without further ado, let's begin. I will tell you my story. And the very first beauty of direct selling is this. Now you see there's 3 icons there. The one with brown, the center one is the guy in red, and the one on the right-hand side is the guy in brown. All right. Now, no middleman, no reseller. The beauty of direct selling is there is no middleman or reseller. Okay, which means, in other words, from the producer all the way to the customer, the product, the machine price or the product is fixed. No marking up of the price, because there's no middleman, there is no resellers. This is one of the best beauty of direct selling. Now, why I say that? How many of you here during this MCO period actually went to Facebook and to check out on things when you're bored? And when I was checking my Facebook, right, I actually see a lot of people who are doing live, right? And I realized that, wow, how come people are actually selling fruits and vegetables in Facebook? How come people are actually selling watches, handphones, cars, even hangers? Guys, even hangers, all right, in Facebook Live. They're streaming live. And I tell myself, whoa, these people are actually wholesalers. If they do that, guess what? A lot of middlemen and resellers are out of business. They're out of the game. And that makes us as Kangen distributors, they prepare us to do this, because we have not been counting on middlemen or resellers. Guys, are you following me? Are you guys following me? Right? Remember, guys, okay, Lazada not allowed to sell Kangen, because if you sell items or Kangen machines in Lazada or any e-commerce platform, you are a reseller. Okay, Inagri is going to ban you, it's going to terminate your distributorship. Okay, so never do that. All right, so that is the beauty of direct selling. There's no middleman, no resellers. Take a look. If you go to Facebook live stream right now, fruit sellers, veggie sellers, seafood sellers are actually selling fruits and vegetables online. And my mom is crazy. Okay, she is actually buying 250 US dollars worth of fruits every week from this guy. Okay, no middleman and no reseller is so cheap. It's even cheaper. All right, so the middleman and resellers, they make the money. But in Enagic, there's no middleman, no seller. So that's the very first point. The second beauty of direct selling is this. Because there is no middleman, there is no resellers, you as a distributor, you are making the bigger piece of cake. You have got a bigger profit. Sounds cool or not? That means you today, as a distributor, you are a partner of Enagic, right? The direct selling business model is, there is no middleman, no reseller in the supply chain. You are next after Enagic. You're getting the big profit. So let me know if you guys know about Dragon's Den as well as Shark Tank. How many of you have watched Dragon's Den and Shark Tank? For those of you who are watching live right now in Zoom, please type Tycoon. Please type Tycoon in the chat box. And for those of you who are watching Facebook Live, type Tycoon as well. Okay, now let me tell you a bit about Dragon's Den and Shark Tank. Now I am quite a raving fan of Dragon's Den and Shark Tank. When I was studying in London, I used to watch Shark Tank also, okay, and Dragon's Den. And whenever in that video, in that session, the show, okay, normally there is the business representative, normally the CEO, the director, they will come and give out the pitch for a minute or two, right? And when they give out a pitch, the tycoons will ask them questions. What is the cost of your product? This is a very common question that were asked by the tycoon. What is the cost? What is the margin that you're making? Guys, tycoons will ask and they're interested to know whether or not your margin is high, not low. The higher the margin, the better. Guys, are you listening to me? Are you following me? So in Enagic business, if you are serious in business, you know what is the profit margin. All right, that is why I am very serious in this business. I decided not to do it small. I decided to do this big internationally because you have big profit margins. Big profit margins. All right. So this is the second beauty of direct selling. The very third one is this. There is no worries of keeping stocks. As a distributor, I think life is so cool and so fun and so stress-free as a distributor because of this. Whenever I encounter people who wants to purchase the machine, okay, of course I've done the demo first and the business plan, and then they will order the machine, right? Some won't, some will. But whenever they order, right? Whenever they want to buy, I will order. They buy, I order. They buy, I order. Guys, this is so cool. They buy, I order. If today you are a business owner and you take charge of the inventory, your business, you need to take charge of the inventory. Guess what? It's not going to be the same as buy order. It's going to be order, deep sheet, order, deep sheet, order, deep sheet. Because there are whole lots of inventory you need to take care. And as a distributor, you don't have to take care of this. So which means, in other words, is that you not only do this business locally, you can actually expand internationally. And whenever your friends from another country who wants to purchase the machine, they want to buy, you then order from the respective country, right? If not, the neighboring country. Because everything is all provided by Enagic, a 46-year-old Japanese company that is rock solid. And this is the third beauty of being in a direct selling industry. Now, this is one of my favorite. This is one of my favorite. No hiring of staff. Look at this gentleman right there. Look at this gentleman right there. How happy he is. He is a business owner. He is not that old, all right? He is pretty young for a very decent guy, very young. And he's literally super overwhelmed because he does not need to hire staff. Enagic, right? When you are in the Enagic business as a Kangen distributor, you don't need to hire staff. Do you hire staff or not? You can ask him personally later, okay? But as for me, I don't hire staff because during this MCO period, people are struggling. I actually have a conversation with some of my friends, and we are pretty close. And we have some real talk with one another, and they tell me that, Gus, I asked this question, does it affect your pay? Does it affect your salary? They say that, wow, I tell you, my boss is actually very, very, very sad, okay? And he's having a hard time. Every time I see him rubbing his face, all right, rubbing his face because he needs to settle the utility bills, the high rental payments, the hiring of staffs. Okay, hiring staff. And most of my friends today, right? In fact, all the ones that I've talked to, and we actually have some deep conversation. They tell me that they have got pay cuts. If it's not 20%, it's 50%, 60%. Pay cuts for the past 2 months. For the past 2 months, guys, all right, 50, 60%. All right. I, in the energy business, as a Kangen distributor, global distributor, I also have got staff. You also have got staff. You know who are your staff? Who knows the answer? Who knows who is our staff in the energy business? Let me tell you, our staff is actually our Kangen machines. Guys, if you are not hearing this, this is very important. Our staff is our Kangen machines. But our staff, we don't have to pay salary. Guys, our staff, we don't have to pay salary, don't have to pay income tax, EPF and all that. And our staff is able to work for us for the next 15 to 25 years. Let me check the check box. I want to see some of your answers. Right? Look at that. Our staff is our machines, our Kangen machines that you're owning right now in your home. That is our staff. That lasts us for 15 to 25 years. We don't even have to pay a single cent. Not right, no salary, we're paying it out. Right? That's the beauty. And that's why every time I go to shower, I'll feel happy. Right? I'm feeling the same way as this guy is feeling right now. Right? I'm feeling exactly the same because I don't have to hire staff. Right? And the business is still running because my staff is still working. People are still drinking the water. Guys get it? Right? So this is the fourth point, the beauty of direct selling. Number 5, I love this. Look at all the business owners right now. Look at their faces. All of them are so happy because they are working from the comfort of their home. They don't have to deal with high rental payments. They never have to deal with it. Based on my 5 years in the energy business, 5 years now, I have not owned a physical shop. Right? Everything that I do today is mobile. Right? Everything that I do today is mobile. I'm actually sitting over here in the office, in my house right now, in the convenience of my home, and I'm actually more productive during MCO period also actually. More productive because I don't have to move around. I don't have to pay gas, right? I don't have to pay rentals, okay? Let me tell you one of this story. Back in 2016, all right, 2016, I actually went for this course. It's called NMD, No Money Down. It's a property course, okay? I told myself that I think I'm going to be very, very committed in that journey, in that property investments, okay? I told myself maybe I should, right? Thank God my mother stopped me, okay? Thank God my mom stopped me because we know that the crisis is also coming. Who knows that the virus actually came at the same time? It's even tougher. People who are out there doing property investments right now, right, are actually suffering, right? There are a lot of auctions, okay, properties right now, so many, okay? Let me tell you, it's very difficult. Those of you who are in property investments, right, you will know the pain, right? The rental is going to kill, right? People are actually suffering a reduced take-home income, so they need to pay less. The tenants need to pay less. So I'm so happy that I do not need to pay rentals, right? Apart from my home, which I'm okay, right? But I don't need to pay because I'm not in the property investment, okay, business. So I don't have high rental payments. So in the energy business, for those of you who are Kangen distributors, guys, no high rental payments. This is the best part. All right, next. This is awesome because the licensing is taken care by the company Energic. Now, those of you who are Energic for long, you will know that Energic is a 46-year-old Japanese company, right? Those of you who are in business, you will know that it's not easy to get a license. There are lots of regimes that you need to pass through, the government and all, right? And it's not cheap, it's also costly. And Energic has this license for all of us to start the business immediately. Doesn't matter if you're a retiree, doesn't matter if you're a student, doesn't matter if you're a homemaker, doesn't matter if you're a working professional, doesn't matter if you're a business owner, doesn't matter if you're an investor, anybody for matter, old, young, male or female, you can do the business right away because the license are taken care of by our 46-year-old Japanese company that is rock solid. That's rock solid, guys. This is so powerful. So don't come telling, you know, if I have a few of these people who tell me when I was actually having a discussion about Kangen and business in general, they come tell me that I have some of these people that telling me that some older men, right? They tell me that they've given like a capital 2 million, 3 million to start an air purifying business, right? Or any other business for matter, okay? And they get it from partners from other countries, 2-3 million to start an air purifying, and then they all need to do is to sell maybe 10. They need to sell 200 or 300 units of air purifying machine, and then they can contra already to make back 2-3 million. Not make back, is to contra only, right, guys? Act like a matured man a bit, okay? Act like one. You know, there are a lot of things. It's not just selling the machine. Is sales, marketing is just one of pillar. There's also other pillars to take care. Manufacturing, right? There's other pillars to take care, like stock keeping, licensing. All this costs a bomb, right? All this costs a bomb. And Enagic provides us the license to start the business. How much can I stress upon this? This is very powerful. This is very powerful. All right. Next. Warehouse also taken care of by the company Enagic. Okay, what else you all want? Okay, I have a friend who's operating and managing a fruit store. Okay, and sometimes when they order less, the boss scold them. Sometimes if they order more, the boss also scold them. And then to the point, the boss also wants to actually have a warehouse. But having a warehouse is a headache. Until today, they have not have a they didn't get a warehouse yet because it's expensive. The land is also very expensive now. Okay, you want to put it very close to your fruit shop. It's very expensive. There's no land for you. But Enagic has a warehouse, not just locally, but internationally around the world is provided for you. We have 30 over countries who have a Enagic branch. 30 over countries got an Enagic branch, right? And 100 over countries have access to Kangen water. If today you have friends from London, you have friends from Russia, you have friends from America, friends from South Africa, any parts of the world, the machines will still be able to deliver to your doorstep because of the next point. We also have got a strong, solid logistic and shipping that is taken care of by the company, right? What else do you think that we need, right? As a distributor, life is so bloody simple. Right, life is so simple. It's fantastic. It's a business that everybody can do, provided, right? If you are committed, you will make it there. You will be successful, right? I'm not going to say everyone is going to be successful in the direct selling business because everyone is different. The mindset is different, right? But if you are committed, your mindset is very good. Let me tell you, the success will be very much higher. And you'll be able to make it in the industry, okay? And my very last point is this: low capital. Our Kangen machines, SD501 is about 3,000 American dollar. Low capital, right? If today you are buying an iPhone for yourself, you are not entitled to do the business, guys. If today you buy a furniture, when you buy a furniture from somebody, you are not entitled for a business, you know. You don't get it, you know. If today you are actually buying a table, you're buying a computer, a laptop, okay, you are also not entitled to do the business. But if today you are in Enagic, you buy this product that is a fantastic product that can for the whole family to drink, right? For health purposes, you are also entitled a business for free. For free, and the capital is so low as 3,000 US dollars, and you can do the business for free. Okay, but don't get me wrong, not everyone will be successful in the business because it's low capital, right? Put it this way: if today Starbucks, McDonald's, at least $1 million you need to plow into the business. If today you plow in $1 million to the business, right? Die also you need to work your ass off to make sure it happens, right? make sure that you get your money back, right? If not, you bankrupt. Am I right? But because in Magic, the capital is small, it gives everyone the opportunity to succeed. However, not everyone will be able to succeed because the mindset is not there yet. They're not that committed. They're amateurs. So all this, you got to actually find the people who are serious to be able to help you to reach to a point that you're able to make it. Okay, to see results much faster, right? To make bigger money. All right. So next time for part 2. Okay, I think that is enough for half an hour because I know that I've got lots of questions that Michael have prepared for me. So I hope that's enough, and I'll pass the floor back to Michael. Thanks you very much. Back to you, Michael.
Thank you for sharing, Argustin. I know you have a lot more to share. And I know you are very generous in sharing and very sincere in sharing. Just this little bit is already, bringing great value to those new distributors. I have one question for you because you are a millennial. And you have been very successful in getting millennials into your group. And this is one sector we all want to tap into. Do you have any special activities when you have new distributors in your team? Do you have any kickstart programs that you can share with us on how to get these new millennials established in this business?
Okay, yeah. First and foremost, for those of you who know me, okay, I am actually still in my 20s. I'm a 28, which I told you guys at the beginning of my presentation. And I started this business about 5 years ago, so around like 22, 23, right? Very young, just like Herman's age last time, right? Herman's age, 22, 23. And when I was at that age, when I started the business, I have no clue of the industry, right? Because I have lack of the experience, okay? And I actually have people who I share with the product with, the business with, right? Guess what? They're actually more experienced than I do. They ask me questions that I don't know how to answer. So I always come back to actually ask my mom and my dad, actually, Mom, what is MLM? They always ask me, is it MLM? Is it MLM? They always ask me that, is it direct sales? So I don't really know how to answer all these questions. But after that, when I actually, throughout my research, okay, my due diligence, I found out that, wow, actually direct selling is an amazing business model. Fantastic, right? I love the business model so much. And then because I've knocked my head a lot on the wall as well, okay, and I decided to put my focus, because I've got a team that are people who are much older than I do, and they actually have more experience than I am in terms of business-wise. And in terms of the mindset is also there as well, okay? Because all of them are independent, right? They take ownership. Because they take ownership, they are actually the breadwinner of the house. They are able to actually sustain the family's wealth, and they will do the Kangen business. So I'm not afraid of these people. They will come back to me once in a while to actually to ask me questions. So I'm not that worried about them. My worry was the millennials. Oh my God, my worry was the millennials, okay, because they have lack of the experience actually. And a lot of them are living in a comfort zone. Let me tell you, comfort zone completely. Doesn't matter they are studying locally, doesn't matter they are studying in overseas just like I do. Let me tell you, lack of experience, all right, lack of experience. Studying and business is two different things. Studying and business is two different things. When you make your own money in the real world, it's very different, okay? And when I get a millennials, I always have meetings with them. I have every day. Guys, if some of them who are tuning in right now, they are actually in my team, they are actually in their 20s right now, right? You can actually see them. They are probably showing their faces or not, I'm not too sure, right? But they know that we actually have meetings every day in the afternoon at 2 o'clock. So after this session ends, I'll have lunch, I'll come back at 2 o'clock, sit down with them, and we actually have meeting every day, right? I'll tell them my experience, right? I'll share with them and I will do it. I'll tell them like how I closed a sale last week, okay? Close 2 direct sales last week, and then I will tell them as well everything, okay? And that helps the millennials, right, to know they just need a path. They just need something that works, and then they'll just do it, right? They'll just do it. So a lot of them are more tech savvy than me actually. All right, I hope that answers you, Michael.
Wow, you have lunch with them every day during normal times?
No lunch, as in I'll have lunch alone because now MCO period. right?
Okay.
But if it's not MCO period, we will normally hang out in Mid Valley. And then Mid Valley is the best place to hang out because there are so many people over there. And then I think some of us are pretty courageous, you know. We do, right? If we are comfortable to talk to people, strangers, I think some of us are very comfortable to do that. Yeah, not all my millennials. I've got about over 50 of them now. Most of them are introverts. A few of them are extroverts, and they are actually they have the courage. Actually, it takes courage to make money, right? So I tell them you need courage. Yeah.
Can I hang out with you, Argustin?
Yeah, of course.
To get some of your energy and also to learn from how you attract the millennials.
Yeah. I think I have to tell this to you guys is that we got to be real. We have to be real with them. Whatever that's not working, we tell them it's not working. Whatever that is the rejections that you get, also you have to tell them, right? The success that you have, you also got to share with them. You have to tell them everything, because in this business, this is a compassionate business. You know, it's a 46-year-old Japanese company, and Mr. Oshiro is a compassionate man. And then we have to set by good examples as well. So I think as a distributor, right, as a person who's spearheading the millennial team, my Kangen millennials team, okay, you can search that out in my Facebook. Everyone is actually looking up to me. So hence I have got to take the extra mile to do more, right? I have to take extra mile to do more, and then to really tell them that this works, this doesn't work, okay? Some things are, my parents also unable to help me because my parents are old, they're old already, okay? Things have changed. In fact, after COVID-19, things will never be the same again, right? So a lot of businesses out there, you must know that a lot of businesses out there, they are suffering, especially those traditional business. Those are having a shop, right? I've actually get in touch with a lot of my clients, and they're actually suffering. They always ask me for guidance. And I always tell them, you need a millennial in your business. If you don't have a millennial in your business, right, your business will collapse. Because you need people to do sales, you need people to do marketing. And people who does marketing very well are people who knows how to use the internet, right? So I myself, I'm not that tech savvy, right? A lot of them who are much younger than I do, they teach me lots of stuff. So we learn from one another, right? Michael, back to you.
Oh, that's good. What are the usual objections you get when you try to sponsor these young millennials?
No money. No money is the common one. They always say that they got no money. And this is the common. Actually, there's a few more, okay? But whenever they say they got no money, I will tell them that, but are you serious in the business or not? No money is okay. No money is okay because you're not opening a Starbucks. You're not opening a McDonald's. You don't need huge capital. This business, you need a low capital, as low as $2,000 US, 2,000 plus for a JR2 to start the business, okay? If you can actually sell to somebody without owning a machine, then you're qualified to be my team. You're qualified to be my team, right? If you can sell a machine without owning the machine, you're qualified to be my team, okay? I think that's very important, okay? Because they say that they are serious, but they say they've got no money. So you no money, then okay, just do it. Just do it. Can you do it or not? It's only require a low capital anyway, right? And then pay me. Every month just pay me. What you need to pay me, you pay me. That's what I do. All right, Michael?
It's not easy to get people to attend meetings, especially the eye-to-eye type of meetings. How are you able to manage to get so many youngsters, to meet up with you nowadays on Zoom or whatever? Tell us your secret.
Okay, so when it comes down to meeting, okay, there's something that I want to share with you guys. Everything that we do, we need to take extra mile. As a distributor, doesn't matter if you're not a Kangen distributor, you are a doctor, you are a mechanic, you are a lawyer, you are a teacher, right? You are a scientist, you are a student. Does not matter what your profession is. You need to actually take the extra mile. Now, what I mean by that? What do I mean by that? Back in 2018, right? This is real. This is real, guys. right? Back in 2018, sometime in November, I actually met a friend who is my high school, actually it's my sister's high school classmate, high school classmate. So she was actually one of the crew for this feng shui master, very popular feng shui master in Malaysia, very popular. So I attended, and then after the entire session, I want to buy the course. I want to buy the course. The course is about 32,000. So I bought the course. Right, I bought the course from my sister's high school friend. Right, so because it's a friend, right? So for sure I support. For sure I support, right? It's a friend, and she's very young. The younger you are, I will help one for sure. Those who are young, right, I sure will help no matter what. So that's why I support her. But throughout until now, there is lack of something. There is lack of the relationship building. Because every time when she shares with me info, it's only about feng shui stuff. It's only about feng shui stuff, guys. Listen, every time she shares with me info about feng shui stuff, I don't even bother to read the second sentence. The first sentence that pops out in my WhatsApp, I delete the entire message. Guys, are you hearing? Are you guys following me? Right?
Yes.
I've got a lot of people, right, that actually send me info. Doesn't matter property or whatever, right? They send me info during late night. Late night, people send me info. I don't even bother to read. You know why? Every time they send this kind of info, for what? There's no relationship building over there, right? Solely just for business. Solely just for business. So in other words, I always tell my millennials, I tell them, guys, you don't go and spam to your friends about the invitation, the Zoom in meeting. Don't spam. Guys, they are not going to read. They are going to judge you silently. They're going to judge you silently. Some of them are going to block you. They're not going to talk to you. How much you send for the next 5 years, let me tell you, they won't even care. They won't even care, because there's lack of this relationship building, right? The lack of this relationship building. So I hope that helps, Michael.
Yeah, thank you. You talk about relationship building. Can you share with us some of the things that you do, in helping build rapport?
Okay. So I am pretty young, 20 something, quite old, right? Not married. Okay. So my focus is more on my business now. And I'm not just focused on my business. Apart from this pillar, my career pillar, I also focus on health as well as relationship, right? Because to me, I want to have a beautiful, healthy family. Why I say health? Because I want to have a healthy, beautiful family, right? So I want my future wife to be drinking Kangen water, for sure, because I want the baby to be healthy. Okay, that's number one. For relationship aspect, okay, I think relationship is very, very important, right? I used to not build relationship that well when I was studying in overseas in London, right? Only in my first year. But when I got into a relationship, then I start to actually spend more time with my ex, right? Then I start to actually spend less time with my friends. So which that is something that regret, okay? So relationship is something that's so important that I'll tell myself that I have to build relationship, okay, with everybody, right? Because I think at the end of the day is that when I need to add value to other people's life, I need to help them out. And if I know that Kangen machine is able to help them out, not just physically, but also financially, then by all means, I'll do that. Because life is going to be tougher for millennials. Life is going to be tougher for millennials. Okay, those people who are much older, they are better, right? Because they've got more advantage, the experience and all that. But the younger ones who, if they're not doing anything, right, is pretty sad. Okay, and life is going to be very, very challenging. So that's why we have to do whatever it takes. So I believe that relationship, focusing on relationship, having some sort of activities daily with your friends is very, very important. Very, very important. I learned that from a few of the Kangen distributors who are doing it. And I thought that every time when I reflect before I sleep, I thought that, actually I should be doing that too. So hence I have been doing it. And yeah, so that's why I teach my millennials as well. So the people that I actually learn from are actually people who are watching right now in this Zooming meeting. They are very inspiring. So I follow you guys as well. Thank you very much. Back to you, Michael.
Augustine, let's say you get somebody from the coal market, someone whom you do not know. Before you can get them to talk even about Kangen and whatever, do you have a template or do you have a set of activities to try to build up the relationship before you can even talk about Kangen to them or propose Kangen to them as
Yeah,
a
Sam
business
told me
or
this.
as a product?
Sam actually emphasized this over and over again until today. I still remember. He say, first meeting don't share about Kangen water first. So I never do that one. Okay, first meeting is always about building relationship, right? Building relationship, right? I think that is very, very important. Not just Kangen, right? You just think about it, okay? If today you are sick, you go to the doctor, the doctor will straight away sell you the medication, man. The doctor will not sell you the medication straight away, right? The doctor plays posture, my friend. The doctor's plays posture. What the doctor normally do when you go up, when you attend to the doctor, what the doctor normally say? Michael, tell me.
They'll ask you first, lah.
They'll ask you, right? Correct. Exactly. They
Yeah,
ask you questions, right?
Yes,
They ask you questions, right? They ask you questions. They want to know. They want to find what's the problem. They ask you lots of questions, and then after that, they find a hot button. They know that, oh, you got this problem, and then only they say, okay, this is the medication you take morning, afternoon, night. Tomorrow you take this. Next day you take that, and then pay the bill. Go out and pay to the nurse. That's what they did, right?
Yes.
So that's what they do. They actually ask questions, and if they don't ask questions, they will build rapport first. Build relationship with the client first, so that client will be able to be more open. So I think doing the energy business, we must be compassionate, must be real. Okay, being real is important. If you are not real, okay, you are very, very egoistic and not truthful, and being like a person that's not willing to help. Lots of conspiracy. Then I tell you, the energy, the vibe is a very different one. Yeah, I hope I got your answer. Yeah, thank
Is
you.
your personal success a very important issue before you can even bring others into your group?
Say again the question.
Is your personal success an important factor for you to recruit others into your team?
Both success and failure, not just success. Because I think the failure is the one that is also very important. Because I'm a person that I don't like the hero journey, man. I never like the hero journey. I don't like the rag to riches and all these things. So I really love. I want my business partner to be successful. I want them to be successful. I want my millennials to be more successful than me. I really want them to make money, because a lot of them are not as fortunate as me, where I've got a good platform. Okay, but they have, and I know that their parents will not give them anything also, right? When they go older, right, at a certain point, the parents is going to ask them to get out of the house and all that, right? The parents will not give them anything, man. I know that. So that's why die also, I need to make sure that I want them to be successful. You see, you get what I mean? So
Yes.
so I will share the failures, like my failure journey. I will tell them all this. I'll tell them things that I regret, right? I'll tell them things that I regret. I'll tell them things that I've done when I first started Kangen, how I share with my friends. Okay, although I am real, okay, I really share being real, okay, being compassionate, being real, very green, okay, because I don't know the industry. A lot of my friends also rejected me, okay, because I was playing it like an amateur. Okay, I was being real, okay, and I'll tell them, do not get to that stage, so that I will be able to pigeonhole their problems and to shortcut their success. Back to you, Michael.
Thank you.
Yeah.
There is a story that I love to hear you and your sister talk about it. Mok Lin. How do many of us find it very difficult to get our family members to join the business, especially brothers and sisters. How did you manage to bring in your sister into this business and help her to become a 6A so successfully in such short time? Can you share some of your secrets?
Okay, I think there's a few factors there, right? First and foremost, I believe is when you make money and then you sit. When you make money, right? You close a sale, then you get to your dining table, and then you share this with your mom and dad. Mom, dad, today I close sale. direct sale. I make 8 points, I make 6 points. It's a lot of money, right? Then your brother and sister will be hearing it, right? And when they hear it, they'll feel envy. They feel envy. They want to buy phones. They want to buy handphones and all, right? But they got no money, right? I am born and raised in a family that has very good principles, very, very good principles. We are actually trained, right, to actually learn the hard way, right? Although we are comfortable, right? Life is comfortable with us, but we train the hard way. And my sisters and brothers, my sisters especially, they are very independent. They are very matured. So a lot of things also, I don't have to tell them. They will know how to react. They will know how to respond. They will know what to do, right? They will know what to do. And when they know that I make money, they will ask my mom. They will ask my dad, how Koko do? Sometimes they are shy to ask me. You know what I mean? Because brothers and sisters also always fight. You get what I mean? Sometimes when we fight also, we want to, it's very difficult. It's quite awkward. You get what I mean? And they'll ask the parents. So my parents will always say, Koko will do this, do that, do this, do that, right? So you follow along. So when they do, and then as an elder brother, you just have to say, well done, congratulations, right? This is the rule. You cannot be egoistic. You can't be, right? So that's how we get closer, and we get closer. We bond. We have a stronger bond, and then with that we work together, and we achieve 6A together, and we learn together the fast way, and we actually utilize utilize a lot of tools, marketing tools, and the skill sets that I know. I'll teach her as well. That's how it is.
I think your parents and your family must be very proud of you.
Thank you.
For being such a wonderful success, big success in our Kangen business. You got a long way to go, Argustin, but you have already started to build up your empire, making waves. Sam, or any technical team members, do you have any questions you'd like to add to ask Argustin? Teddy?
Yeah, I just want to say to Argustin that Argustin, you have grown so much. When you first started, you were like like everybody, when first started speaking in public, of course you are not bad starting off, but now you are so natural, you're so expressive. I want to acknowledge you for that. And I just want to share with people who are on this call that in this journey, you're called forth to speak more in public, and you grow as a person. All of us grow, and this is I keep saying that Kangen is actually a personal development journey for each of us. I don't have any questions for Argustin. Are there any questions? From the other co-hosts?
Or even those who are attending this session, you may type your questions onto the chat box, and then I'll highlight it. I'll bring it up for you.
Only if those questions are relevant, which can be
relevant to today's topic. Okay.
I would like to add on something also. I think this is very, very important. One of the very, very big reasons for me to do my Kangen business is that I want to sustain the current lifestyle I'm doing. If it's not Kangen, if I go back to the workforce, I cannot be enjoying the lifestyle I'm doing. So Kangen business is able to sustain my lifestyle today. Yep. And there's one more reason why I do is that is very, very important. And I actually achieved this realization about 3.5 years ago, around there, right? And actually Gary Gunn actually brought this up. Gary Gunn, are you there? I think he's there. But anyway, Gary Gunn said this before, and I think this is very powerful. He said that Energic business is actually disguised as a self-development program. Energic business is actually disguised as a self-development program. So in the Energic business, I actually learned so much relevant skills, right? Not just public speaking skills. These are real skills, not just soft skills, leadership skills, management skills, money management skills, my finance, my income tax also better now, right? My trading skills, right? Team building skills, these are all relevant. And if I'm the workforce today, I will be learning the process for the next, God knows how long it's going to take for me to learn that. right? And it's going to be boring. So I feel great. Thank you, of course, to Mr. Shiro. Thanks to my parents for introducing a wonderful opportunity, and thank you to the rest of my Kangen Millennial members and all my people in my team as well for supporting one another. And yeah, and all of us together in the energy business, let's make it big. Yeah.
There's a question here from one of the participants. Argustin, see if you can help this question. The question here is, how do you close your deals, especially when everything is finalized at the end of a moment? The client say, we'll get back to you.
Oh, okay. As for me, how do I say? Okay, everyone's different, because at the end of the day, it's your own self. You need to know whether or not you are strong as a person or not, whether or not you have the posture. Right? A lot of people who do Kangen business, they are lacking of the posture, so they go and sell things. You know, they go and put things up even on Facebook. It's all the irrelevant information, right? Doesn't really help one. So people are actually judging them silently. All right. So I try not to do that too much. So I actually told everyone to actually posture yourself. Very remember, because you're actually representing Energic, Rolls Royce of the company, gold standard, guys, not a Koei Kuku machine. You're doing Energic Kangen water, So you need to represent as someone who is like, more atas a bit. You have to do it. So that's why, for me, okay, I'm not going to talk about the rest who is doing it wrongly. But for me, I position and posture myself that they will want to actually sign up. They say that, where's the form? Guys, I'm letting you know, right now, last week I just sold a machine, a direct sales, right? And a builder. The builder is actually right now watching in Zoom right now. Okay, she is very new. She filled up her own form, everything by herself. Everything by herself, right? She wanted to form everything, right? In fact, got 3 right now. There's 3 persons watching right now. They fill up the form by themselves, and they know how to do. They know how to do it. So if you have not, how to say, you have not communicate the value properly to them, right? Then they are actually not 100% ready yet, right? Because Energic business is a huge business. Tech business is number 1 in the industry. The tech industry is number 1. Second is our business. With an open heart, I tell you, Energic Kangen business in the direct selling industry is the number 2 in the world. Number 2 in the world. All right. And I love it. So I will communicate the value over to them. And yeah, that's all. I hope that helps.
Okay. One last question, Argustin. Your team is quite big now. And I'm sure there are those who are in sleeping mode, hibernation. What do you do? What do you do with these people? Do you have any plans of reviving them, or you want to leave them, or do you just leave them alone?
Because I think for me, I will not spam lah. For me, I will not do that, right? But I will, when I feel that I need to rant on something, then one time I broadcast out everything to them. All right. But I'm not now at the moment still okay, right? Because I still send from time to time information, but I haven't ran about anything yet. All right. So I always tell myself that Malaysia is just a developing country, right? I love London a lot. If I had a choice, I would love to live in London, right? And I am on my way to purchase my property in London, right? That's my goal now. So I love London because they are, how to say, the lifestyle there is awesome, and people they have more skill sets, right? You get what I mean? The life is more enriching. It's more enriching. So Malaysia, right? If we don't step up our game and we are making money, just enough for Malaysia, in the future you won't know. I tell you, Malaysia can be even worse, right? So we have to beat other countries, our neighboring country, guys. We need to beat our neighboring country, and we have to step up our game. So I haven't ran about anything yet, okay? But if I have to rant, I will give it all out lah. But for now, I'll just let them know that you have to do something, because life will never be the same again. Yeah. Back to you, Michael.
You like London? I like London too. Oxford
Yeah.
speak to me swings. Okay. We are near to the end of our session. Do you guys have any more questions you like to ask? If not, we may have to end our session. It's already near our time.